head into the election period. We're here for you, wherever you are. If you need extra support, this is unfortunately when you have a democracy, every 4-year elections is what happens. And hopefully we'll all be safe. Yeah, well, it always feels like the worst, to be honest. Sherry Jo said it's the worst. I don't know. There's always a little heightened anxiety, but we're going to be here together. We're going to remind each other that no matter what happens on November 3rd or beyond, our world, Shir Shalom, is still here. Our community, our friends, everyone we love is still here. And that's important. All right. So Cantor's going to give the signal if we are ready. Are we ready? Oh, we're on. Okay, so we have someone here who not only is perfectly dressed and was excited and went around in his convertible today, but also has a birthday today. That is our very own president, Bruce Corse, who perfectly planned his birthday for Park and Pray. So I'm inviting him over to welcome everyone.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Is this not great? Is this not great? Did Mother Nature not give me a fantastic birthday present? We are out here for a spectacular Shir Shalom Shabbat. End of October, I'm wearing shorts. I dared the rabbi to wear shorts. And he said he was thinking about it, but he's got a short sleeve shirt on, so that's okay. Anyway, welcome. It's so good to be with my temple family tonight. And it is so wonderful to be out here enjoying this. This is a bonus. Next week is our last, quote, scheduled Park and Pray. We're going to play it by ear, obviously. If we can be outside, we will. We will take that on a week-by-week basis. It's going to be hinging on the weather. We want to make sure that we don't freeze out the clergy too much anyway. But they have good heavy jackets. We made sure of that. So they're going to be fine. There's a lot of stuff coming up in the next week. I'll be back with the announcements to talk about all of that. In the meantime, let's enjoy this rare late October spectacular Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
I almost did it. And then Ashir said, no, the rabbi's got to wear pants. So next year. Okay, so we have candle lighting, which is quite easy because all I have to do is flip the switch. You might not see it very well, but we're going to bring in the warmth of these candles. Not for we're pretty good with the warmth today, but just to bring that spirituality into our lives. And we turn in our prayer books, if you have it, on page 120. Those of you on Boxcast, you can go to the CCR website, or if you have a copy, that's great. Page 120. I'm going to turn it over to the cantor to lead our blessing.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kirshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner lehadlik ner shel Shabbat.
Blessed are these candles that lead our way through Shabbat. Page 123, we raise a glass to life. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitchanu mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho b'yava uvratzon, inchilanu, zikaron l'maseh v'reishit, kihu yom techila l'mikra'e kodesh, zecher l'tziat mitzrayim, kibanu b'charta, yotanu kidashta, mikol ha'amim, v'shabbat kodshecha, yava uvratzon, inchaltanu, Baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh, HaShabbat.
Amen.
L'chaim, to life. And now I think we are ready to welcome in Shabbat, page 138. And we have, by the way, Mike Frank here as well. We're going to do the 1st and 9th verses. On the last verse, we rise, face the doorway, the entrance to our synagogue parking lot. We bow to the bride, and then we welcome each other with our eyes and with our waves.
La 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 Hadodi, sing with me. La 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 the Krakala. La 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 Kaneshama. Kaneshama Nekabala. La 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 the Hadodi. La 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 the Krakala. La 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 Pene Shabbat, Pene Shabbat, Nekabala. Shama v'zachor, v'diborecha, Ish miyanu.
Mike, let's take in all this beauty around us. I was watching these two airplanes race through the sky over here, something you wouldn't get if it wasn't during this time. We're going to remain standing for our call to community, page 146, if you want to use your prayer book for the Baruch Hu.
2, 3, 4.
standing for the Shema, page 152.
2, 3, 4. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Shinkivu makuto leolam vaed. Shinkivu makuto leolam vaed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
You may be seated. We turn to the V'ahavta on page 152.
Ki ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha v'chol nafshecha v'chol miyotecha v'hayu advarim ha'ele asher anochi metzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibartam bam v'shivtecha v'veitzecha v'velechtecha v'derech v'v'shochbecha v'v'komecha v'kshartam leod hayadecha v'hayu letotafot בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו עשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
So I'd like to read a poem by one of the poets in our congregation, Sheila Bernard Tucker, who often sends me beautiful poetry that's often about our own community. And this is a beautiful one about the whole experience of High Holy Days that I wanted to share. And she sends it with such wonder and glee that it's wonderful. So thank you, Sheila. I watched Rabbi and his family, 2 dogs and kids banter. The children laughed. Rabbi schlepped his books, followed by Mike and Cantor. The ukuleles covered in curtains, her CDs, so organized, arrived next. Guitars and washboards, skis, parkas and boots, and their singing bird, happy but perplexed. Kyle and his scooter came flying by. Marcia handed us our keys. Bruce gave his welcoming speech with famous Bruce jokes. Rabbi and Cantor laughed with delight, our congregation family so pleased. We finally were a family together. Quiet fulfillment filled Shir Shalom's halls. After 7 long months, we put our computers away, separated only by apartment walls. The women's group gathered late at night and gratefully started to schmooze. Cantor's music filled the air. The men's group played cards with no shoes. Everyone chatted, having so much fun. Becker jellies and jams for everyone. At dawn, we put our snacks away. Apartment life at Shir Shalom, our own park and stay. So thank you, Sheila, for your wonderful words. Keep sending them. We're going to turn to the Michamocha, page 158.
Mikamocha, Mikamocha, Madonna.
page 161, and at the top, let there be love. And I just want to, before Cantor and Mike play this, I got to witness this beautiful display of love today, Cantor. I was at the cemetery, Elm Lawn, and one of our members' mothers passed. Deborah Mahaney's mother, Ida Soror, passed. Ida was a wonderful, joyful person in her life. Just a couple weeks ago, we were singing her a happy birthday at the same cemetery as she buried her son-in-law, unfortunately. But at that moment, her husband decided to speak impromptu. And he talked about how his life changed when he met her 60 years ago, and they were married 57 years. And he said she always brought a smile to him and always joy. And then the most amazing thing is, he said, I want to sing a prayer. And he sang the Shema. And everyone sang with him. It was a really beautiful moment. And he said, when you think of Ida, don't be sad. I want to see your smile. And he pulled down his mask for just one moment, showed us his beautiful smile. So let's think about that love that we have in our community and between us. This is a very important prayer, 161.
I need everybody singing with me. When I go into the Hebrew, you can just keep doing that English. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storm. Let there be love and understanding among us. Sing with me. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Keep that up. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Keep it up. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu. I can hear you. Hashkivenu L'shalom. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu. Hashkivenu L'shalom. Everyone together. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms.
If you're comfortable, if you're able to rise, please rise. Take a couple of minutes for our private prayer, our private tefillah. The words in the Hebrew begin on 164, and we're going to continue silently through page 180. Say as much of that as you'd like, and whenever you're ready, be seated. page 180.
Shalom bimroma, huyase shalom aleinu. Ose shalom bimroma, huyase shalom aleinu. Ose shalom bimroma, huyase shalom aleinu. Yase shalom, yase shalom, shalom Shalom bimroma, huyase shalom aleinu. Shalom bimroma, huyase shalom aleinu. Shalom bimroma, huyase shalom aleinu. Yase shalom, yase shalom, shalom aleinu. Yisrael, Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Be'achol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Be'achol Yisrael. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Be'achol Israel.
Beautiful, beautiful. So wonderful to see everyone getting into the spirit of Shabbat. We're going to take some time just to focus our attention on people that need extra healing prayers. The prayer is on page 371. And I'm just going to put out my hands. And if you have names you want to offer, I know there's a lot of people that are heavy on our hearts right now. Feel free to say them. If you're in Boxcast, wherever you are, you can say them out loud as well. We say together the prayers. I guess if you're here, if you want to raise your hand, then I could see you a little clearer. Yeah, yeah. We bring all those names into our hearts as we sing a prayer to help with the healing of body and soul.
May the source of strength who bless the ones before us, help us find love, courage to
complete healing of body and in soul. So this week we're, as I think Cantor mentioned earlier, this Noah's Ark. And it seemed very appropriate. Now I know why Noah's Ark is this week, almost always in October, because in Buffalo it almost always rains. This is our one respite of the week. After months of not seeing any rain, we got a lot of rain. And it felt a little like Noah's Ark. I was actually consulting with a bunch of 90-year-olds this week, asking them about Noah's Ark versus COVID-19. And believe it or not, they said COVID-19 was worse. So I was looking at in our Bible study that I had, Torah study that we have on Thursday morning over the phone. I was reading through the beginning of Noah, and it talks about the building of the ark. The ark is actually a pretty immense structure. It's about 450 feet long, and it's about 75 feet high. It's big, maybe 75 feet wide as well. It's pretty simple. You only had Noah building it. Shira read me a funny meme that was on about how someone learned everything from Noah's Ark. And it said, remember Noah was an amateur and the Titanic builders were professionals. So they build it, but it's really interesting. There's one feature on the ark. It's three stories high, and that at the top floor there is a window. It specifically says there's a window. It calls it a tzohar, which is not a normal word for window. Usually we say chalon. And we ask ourselves, why a window? Why do we need a window in the ark? And the rabbis answer, because they needed light. And they go further, actually, because light, when it's raining and dark all around, a window isn't going to help you very much. And probably all the rain's going to blow in anyways. So they said a tzohar is actually a special jewel that went into that window and shone in kind of like an electric light today. And so that's how the ark was illuminated. But I was thinking about windows. I look out here, all these cars. There's windows all around us. Almost every human dwelling has a window. We need it. Actually, they're talking about in airplanes getting rid of windows. But they still need the image of a window. It's like if you go into a hospital sometimes, they'll have a picture that looks like a window. We need that sense of looking out. And I think that was really important in Noah's time especially, because it was important to Noah not to think that the whole world was the ark. He had to both witness the horrors that were happening outside. He couldn't be removed from them. He had to have a window out to see them. But he also had to see the beauty. Outside here in our parking lot, which we don't normally think of as the most beautiful place in our synagogue community, but it is certainly beautiful when we're all together like this. Even if we're in our cars with our windows, there's a sense of beauty. We need that as human beings. So I fully understand and embrace that. May we always have our windows open to others, to look out, see what's really going on, and let the light into our hearts and souls. So I think the light is leaving steadily, but I have a note here. Cantor, did you want to say something too? Oh, okay. I didn't know. Sometimes things get in there. You have in there Cantor speak, so just wanted to check. You could. It's up to you. Yeah, I don't think the other one.
Like 9/11 or something that I was sharing.
Right. That's the way of documents, of course. If you want to share, of course, always open. But we are going to be turning to the end of our service where we say it's not enough for us to pray. We need to go out and do good work in this world. Page 586, Aleinu. And we rise.
Aleinu Shabbat Ladon Hakol Latit Gidula Liotze Breshi Shelo Asanu Kigoye Aratzot Velo Samadu Kivishbachot Adama ניצבים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא.
Page 591.
ונאמר היה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ היום ההוא היום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד ושמו
You may be seated. We turn to our Mourner's Kaddish, page 598. To all those grieving among us, we're grateful that you're here, whether you're here virtually or here in person. We hope this offers comfort to you. I already mentioned Ida Soror, who was buried today. Our thoughts and prayers are with Deborah Mahaney and her whole family. May her mom's life be a blessing. We're also remembering Sharon Krebs lost her cousin, Don Galinsky, this week across the board in Canada. Thinking about him, her, and also Ann Wilkenstein. Our member Marwin Feldman, they had been together for a little bit, and she just passed. It's very sad. There is going to be a Shiva service for her, the burials in Pittsburgh, but there will be a Shiva to help with Marvin and extend support to the family. It'll be on Monday at 6:30 on Zoom. The details went out. We're also remembering Don Alcock, Brace Brewstone, Charles Dobler, Myra Falk, Pam Harrisburg, William Mahaney III, Jay Rosenthal, Eli Ruckenstein, Ed Shunk Sr., David Schwartz, Phyllis Siegel, David Sievers, who passed in the last month. On our yard-side list from years past, we remember Milton Balabam, Seymour Berger, Aaron Broder, Val Chazen, Felix Dudek, John S. Fine, Paul Fox, Bessie Fudeman, Elliot Goldman, Dora Goodman, Rose Gummins, Lois Hale, Daniel Seth Holman, Maximilian Hutner, Roy Jacobson, Simon Cariff, Jenny Kaufman, Anita Bernstein Leonard, Gail Jacobson Lang, Morton Levy, Alan Lieberman, Phyllis Littman, Arnold Lowenthal, Jack Mackler, Frederick A. Nitka, William Olbert, Sarah Pliss, Rachel Posner, Edna Raphael, Arthur Reichard, Morris Revo, Neil Rudin, Richard Russlander, Max Schmeidler, Helen J. Silver, Sylvia Simon, David Paul Sipes, Herbert Slater, Dr. Bernard Slepian, Stephen E. Sweet, and George Weinrub. And if there's others you want to mention, or for some reason someone got left off, just let us know in the office. Someone really wants to tell me. That's okay, we got it.
Don't touch
That was
things.
Rella, I think. Okay, we're gonna bring all those names so we still have light enough to see. Invite you to rise. Those of you whose custom it is to rise for the Mourner's Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yikadash shemei Rama v'alma divrach v'ritei v'yamlik malchutei v'chayachon v'yamachon v'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael v'agalav v'zman kariv v'yamru amen. Yehi shmei Rabba varach le'olam omei omaya yitbarak v'yishtabak v'yitpa'ar v'yitramam v'yitnaseh v'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal v'yitadushav v'richu Le'elam yikol berchata v'shirata tush v'chata v'nechamata Damiram v'yalma v'yimru amen Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'yakol Yisrael v'yimru amen Oseh shalom v'yimramav kuya seh shalom Aleinu v'yakol Yisrael v'yakol yoshvei tevel v'yimru amen. May God grant peace to all the mourners and all the grieving among us, and peace to all of us. Bruce Corris, our synagogue president and birthday boy.
Shabbat Shalom again, everyone. I want to apologize for that. That would not have happened if I had driven the convertible tonight because it's so old it does not have an alarm. However, it's so low she never would have been able to get out of it. We would have had to bury her in it. So that's just as well that we drove that car. Anyway, Mazel Tov to Gavin Weinstein and his family on his bar mitzvah tomorrow morning. Special thank you to Rabbi Alex Cantor Frank and Mike Frank for this lovely service. What a great opportunity this is tonight. I keep talking about it's a bonus. It really is. We're out here together on a beautiful fall evening. It's nicer than some of our summer evenings were, and I hope you all appreciate it as much as I do. This is just so nice to be together like this. We want to thank Sherry Jo Reich for being our farewell greeter tonight. Practice. Okay, you got it. Next week, we will be having our service at 6 o'clock p.m. It will be live streamed via Boxcast. Weather permitting, it will not be as nice as tonight, I guarantee that. But if it's decent, we will be out here again. In November, our services are going to go to 7 o'clock p.m. start time. And again, if we can be out here, we will. And we're starting to look at possible ways of being inside with people inside, with congregants, long way off, a lot of stuff to consider, but we're at least looking at possibilities. We want to be very, very cautious, obviously. Tomorrow morning, we have Torah study at 9 a.m. That's via Zoom, Shabbat morning service, and virtual Kiddush luncheon at 11 a.m. The links are on the website. Gavin Weinstein's bar mitzvah is going to be private, by the way, if you're looking for that. Sunday morning, in addition to, of course, religious school, the women of Shir Shalom will be here in the parking lot from 11:30 a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m. for high tea, not high tea, not high tea, but high tea. Kibbutz and cupcakes. Our co-presidents, Maureen Seitz and Shayla Bernard Tucker will be there, along with the board members and members of the women of Shir Shalom, and they will be giving out tea bags and cupcakes made by her daughter, which means they're going to be really, really good. Speaking of food, oh, by the way, obviously masks are required for that and social distancing. Speaking of food, Shavetta's coming up Tuesday. Once again, I'll be out in the parking lot. We hope it's going to be warm enough that I'll be out in the parking lot without shivering. But either way, Shavetta's Tuesday, 4 to 7. Pre-order, please. You'll save money and you'll guarantee that you get one. It is, of course, drive-through only. Thank you, by the way. I know a lot of the people that are here tonight will be here Tuesday volunteering in some way or another, and thank you guys for your support. These Shavetta's fundraisers have made such a difference for us this year. Without bingo, we were in a world of hurt, and this is really, really helping. It's really stepping up. So thank you for that. And of course, thank you to all of you who are supporting our Shavetta's. Paul, Gordon, I see you guys. Erwin. Thank you guys for supporting it because it is a huge success for us. Very, very important. And speaking of food and fundraisers, Becker Farms. We can order homemade pies, cookies, jams, and fudge just in time for Thanksgiving and Hanukkah. The pies will come frozen. There are the order forms available in our weekly email and on our website. If you have any questions, contact Sheila. The deadline for ordering is November 15th. If you've borrowed your borrowed High Holy Day prayer books and still haven't returned them, what the heck are you waiting for? Shame on you. Anyway, we still have the bin outside our front door, so you can drop them off anytime, bring them to a Friday night service, whatever you can do. Obviously, this was all kind of on the honor system, but we know who you are. So if you do not return your High Holy Day prayer books, number one, you're going to get a call from me, and you're going to get voluntold for Shavetta's and everything else we do, and who knows what else. So seriously, do please return the prayer books. We would appreciate it. Hanukkah. Believe it or not, Hanukkah's coming, and we're creating a Hanukkah dreidel video. Please send us a video of your favorite dreidel spinning, close up, please, for 20 seconds or less. It will then be compiled by Nora Slonim and will be released during Hanukkah. There's information about this on our website. If you have any questions about that, contact Joanne. God, we're out here in shirt sleeves and we're talking about Hanukkah. Welcome to Buffalo. Anyway, Shabbat Shalom again, everyone. Thank you for being part of this wonderful Shir Shalom family. If you have any questions or need anything at all at any time, well, if it's really late, contact the rabbi. If it's during normal hours, contact the cantor, Joanne, or myself. We are so appreciative of having you with us. We're so appreciative that you could be here tonight, and we're so appreciative that you are part of the Shir Shalom family. Shabbat Shalom.
Hold on, Bruce,
Happy
don't leave.
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bruce. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you. Well, they all signed it.
And many, 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 many
Thank
more.
you, thank you.
I'm hearing from the parking lot.
I think better than challah. You got
Look
cake
at this.
here.
That's much better.
Why do you hold up the cake and say the hamotzi? You want to do
All right, I'll
that?
do the motzi with the strawberry shortcake. There we
Ooh.
go.
Oh, we missed those.
Strawberry
Joanne knows how to treat the
shortcake.
president, let me tell you. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz. Amen.
And many more. Health and happiness. Thank you, Bruce, for all you do. And let's see, where should we go? I don't allow?
Sure, if you want.
625. 625.
Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Everyone, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, la 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 la. Adon olam, Hashem alach, b'terem kol, yitzir nivra, li'ed nazam, b'chefzo kol, azar v'erev shemo nivra. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, la 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 la. Bi'acharei yiflot hakol levado, yiflot nora, v'hu hayom, v'hu hover, v'hu yiyeh v'tiv. Clap your hands. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, la 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 la. והוא אחד, אין שני, לכם שינו, להכבירה, ולי ראשית, ולי תחתית, ולא העוז והמזרח. יא לה 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 לה, יא לה 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 לה, יא לה 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 לה, יא לה 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 לה, יא לה 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 לה, יא לה 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 לה, יא לה 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 לה
And most importantly, it's darker now. So just be really, really careful on the way out. Take your time. Say hello to Sherry, Joe, and Co. We have our prayer book, return over here. Just be real careful. We got a lot of lights in our parking lot. We're really blessed to be together. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
2, 3. Shabbos, 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 Shabbos. Soll sein jeden Shabbos. Shabbos soll sein, Shabbos soll sein. Shabbos like die ganze Welt. Shabbos soll sein, Shabbos soll sein. Shabbos like die ganze Welt. Ja, ba, 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 ba. Ja, ba, 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 ba. Bye, 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 bye. Ja, ba, 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 bye, ba, 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 bye. Ja, ba, 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 bye, ba, 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 bye. Ja, ba, ba, bye, 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 bye. Jantip, 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 jantip. Soll sein jeden Jantip. Jantip soll sein, Jantip soll sein. Jantip auf der ganze Welt. Jantip soll sein, Jantip soll sein. Jantip auf der ganze Welt. Ja, ba, 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 ba. Ja, ba, 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 ba. Bye, 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 bye. Ja, ba, 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 bye. Ja, ba, 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 bye. Ja, ba, 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 bye, bye, bye. Shalom, 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 shalom. Soll sein jeden Shalom. Shalom soll sein, Shalom soll sein. Shalom auf der ganze Welt. Shalom soll sein, Shalom soll sein. Shalom auf der ganze Welt. Hey! Ja, ba, 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 ba. Ja, ba, 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 ba. Bye, 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 bye. Ja, ba, 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 bye, ba, 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 bye. Ja, ba, 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 bye, ba, 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 bye. Ja, ba, bye, bye, bye. Bye, bye, bye.
Bye. I have an album for you. If you want to park, or I'll bring it next time if you want. Okay, good. Okay. Yai, die, 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 die.